Matter of fact, a quick tangent, and let me share a quote with you that I think is so good. And this is going to sound like we're going to take a little turn toward spirituality, but this is from a book called Radical Acceptance by Tara Brach. And the first part of this is going to talk a little bit more about the Buddhist mindset, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the concepts around Christianity. And so I don't want you to feel like I am about to tell everyone that they must be Buddhist, but I think you will see where this is going by the end of this quote, and it is beautiful. Tara Brach just says, Buddha taught that this human birth is a precious gift because it gives us the opportunity to realize the love and awareness that are our true nature. And I really believe, whether you are Buddhist, whether you are Christian, whatever your faith is, that at the core of your faith, I would imagine that our birth truly is, it's a precious gift, because now we will eventually find or realize the love and awareness that are our true nature. That whether we have the goodness within us, whether we are children of God with our unique talents and abilities, that I feel like the message is similar. But here's where things get really interesting. She says, spiritual awakening is the process of recognizing our essential goodness, our natural wisdom, and compassion. And she said, in stark contrast to this trust in our inherent worth is our culture's guiding myth in the story of Adam and Eve's exile from the Garden of Eden. And again, please, I hope that you will not get defensive, because I believe that we have taken certain stories in our faith community, our faith traditions, and now maybe they have morphed over time. But I feel like the essence of faith community is built around this: I am a child of God. I am good. I have light within me. I need to lift myself so others around me can also be lifted. I need to let my light shine forth. Because here's where she goes with it. She says that we may forget its power. Now she's talking about that story of the exile from the Garden of Eden. She says, we may forget its power because it seems so worn and familiar, but this story shapes and reflects the deep psyche of the West. She said the message of, quote, original sin is unequivocal. Because of our basically flawed nature, we do not deserve to be happy or loved by others or at ease with life, that we are outcasts. And if we are to re-enter the garden, we must redeem ourselves, our sinful selves. We must overcome our flaws by controlling our bodies, by controlling our emotions, by controlling our natural surroundings, by controlling other people. And we must strive tirelessly, working, acquiring, consuming, achieving, emailing, overcommitting, and rushing in a never-ending quest to prove ourselves once and for all. So that's why I say that I think that her words are so amazing and beautiful, because we have this view or this feeling that we have to earn our way into a relationship and that we have to prove that we are lovable. Where I really feel like the message of God, of the universe, of whatever your faith community is, whatever your belief system is that no, you are a beautiful creature designed by a heavenly parents, or whatever your belief system is. And so we don't have to prove that we are lovable. We are lovable, that we have the goodness inside of us. So the reason I share that quote and I go off on this tangent is because when someone is now re-entering the dating world, how does that fit together? When somebody's re-entering the dating world, that it's that same concept of that I am enough. I am of worth. I am lovable. And I don't need to prove to someone else that I am worthy of their love. If that is a difficult thing that you are running into in your relationship, then that is an emotionally unhealthy relationship, because you are wasting so many emotional calories and energy on trying to prove that you are of worth and prove that you are lovable. And so when you are in a healthy relationship, or when you're out of an unhealthy relationship, how much time and emotional energy does that free up for you to now go and explore and do and find out and create and be? Where those are things that when you're in an emotionally unhealthy relationship and you're trying to manage and figure out and buffer and protect, that is just this survival, really, if you look at it that way. And so I don't believe that any creator put us on earth to then say, okay, this is just all about survival and not thriving. Now, yes, we we have our challenges, and that's where growth occurs. You absolutely grow through your challenges, but that doesn't mean that you are stuck in this pattern, this holding pattern of trying to just manage until you die and then hope that it will all be better next time. That's where I feel like, no, every single time that you are being able to let your light so shine and explore and recognize your God-given talents and abilities, and you are not burying them, that they will multiply and that you will truly find your essence, your nature, and you will be able to lift and help others. And your spouse, I promise you, your spouse should be someone that supports that. That if your spouse feels threatened because you are starting to find yourself, then that is control. You can have love or control in an adult relationship, not both. And God is love. God is not control. I feel that with every fiber of my being.